G'day guys, welcome to another build tutorial. Here we've got a trophy truck chassis build. It's the smallest one I've managed to come up with. Well, the narrowest configuration I've managed to do. It's, 6 blocks between the wheels. So 6 blocks I think makes it look more proportional. It's not too wide. And the length looks almost correct for what a trophy truck might be, and it works very nicely. Everything handles pretty good. You can see it all working correctly. And this should be a bit of a game changer for some of us. It's taken me a long time to finally work out how to get it this small. Alright, we'll get into the tutorial. Alrighty, we'll start off with a 2x2 block and some go-kart seats. There, and now we'll get a weight block. Place it there, and a motor. We'll place that on the weight block. There we go, and we'll get a 2x1. Place it there. We need one more of these under here. Think about here. We'll get some hinges. Zero these out. Let's copy one across, leave a gap of one. Copy down here, another gap. Alright, now we'll get some pipes. Here we go. Oh, hang on. This one here. And we'll connect all those up with some flat connectors, 1x3. There we go. And get some elbows. This one here. Another flat connector to connect the steering hinge. And a fresh steering hinge. So that's your steering there. Now we'll come up to place an elbow in here. There's another one facing down. Actually, face this one down. We'll copy another one there. And this will be for your straight arm suspension. And get a zeroed out hinge. Place it there. Get your straight suspension. And copy another hinge up top. Now we'll get a piston. Place it in there. Just configure this to 0.9. Suspension, since it's so light, bring it down to maybe 0.4 for now. Alright, and with the top we'll put a 2x2 panel. Alright, so that's your front suspension completed. Now we'll move to the back. Elbow, place it out here. I'll get some more zeroed out hinges. and down, one side to side, leave a gap, place another one facing up and down. Connect that with a tube. There we go. Alright, now we'll get a T. This can just be an elbow. Actually, I'll just make it an elbow. There. Another elbow. And I'll get a T up here. And another hinge will have that side to side, so you can get some flex in your wheels. Then we'll continue with the axle. Gosh, it's my other cars coming into the scene. Alright. Rotating servo. Take the strength away. Nice. There we go. Alright, I'll give us a chance to have a quick look at what I've done here. Yep. Hang on a hot minute. Yep. Copy another one. Get some flat connectors. I'll connect it up to the diff. Oops. Copy another one. Place it underneath to connect the trailing arms. Alright. So that's the trailing arms. Now we're going to do the suspension, so we'll have one forward hinge facing backwards, and then we'll get another spring. There we go. Copy these, place them next to it, might face these differently. We'll have a flat connector. Okay, so that's the suspension done. Now we'll just get some pistons. Actually, what we do need. So, for your axle suspension, for it to not do any strange sort of things like bouncing around, I think you have to have your hinges here placed, like your trailing arms placed equally apart to the upper control arm. So that one, so your upper control arm will need to be at the same level. So this keeps your back axle straight, so it doesn't twist forwards and backwards in any sort of way. You'll get some more wheel bounce and rotation, all sorts of funny things going on. Alright, so get 1x3 tubes, place them there. And another good thing is to place a weight. This also helps with reducing the unwanted sort of movements of your vehicle. And we'll connect that up like so. So it's the upper and lower control arms done. So with your upper ones here you only want it to be going up and down. You can make like a proper 4 link, but it just adds more complexity and end up putting more jank into your build. Alright, so now we'll get to the pistons. Where are we? Here we go. Can I figure that? How's 0.5? Copy another one. Place it underneath. Make sure it's attached to the seat. Right, and I think that's pretty much done. Add some wheels. Alright, there we go. You can adjust the suspension to however you like. If could even reduce it down a little bit. There we go. All works as it should. Let's see if we can get some flex. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's the build, guys. And I hope you enjoy. And I'll see you on the next one.